business of going to a tribunal in our country. The vote of the Nigerian people, as expressed by the ballot, must be determined finally and conclusively at the last point of collation. This business of going for the second phase of going to a tribunal is the decision of Nigerian people as to who should lead at any given point in time should be determined by the people finally at the last point of collation and not going to the tribunal. After all, even UK, they are able to introduce Nigeria to election manipulation. For 99 years, United Kingdom, there have been no post-election adjudication in the UK. In Nigeria, we cannot be, in isolation of best practices or being autarky of what is going on around the world. So,
Mr. Egini, we were talking about something before you came on with Mr. Obani about the ballot papers and how soon they should be ready before the elections. We are 1 week out now. Can we safely assume that the ballot papers have been printed already?
As I speak to you, even as I last week, ballot paper are being, delivered. Because ballot paper is the last stage. All right? What we have done, we've been working the last 2 days in Abuja, is to do a total review. A review of all the stages that we have put together. Remember that we gave Nigeria under the timetable and the schedule of activity, 14 broad activities, and we have been following them scrupulously. I think that even where we should be concerned now is the attitude of the political class, the behavior of the political class, the attitude, not, wanting to have a free, fair, and credible election. That's the problem we are having now.
Yene, thank you very much for your time. We are very grateful to you. Let's come back to...
Again. All right, so, Nora,
yeah.
You've heard him. INEC is ready. So let's talk to the electorate. Going into the elections now, INEC has told you, he has told you that he has called the DSS to go and arrest. He has confirmed what you said about your son, that is happening in his own state. They have heard reports over and over again. And he, in the state where he's acquiring, he has asked DSS, please go there and arrest and let's knock off this thing once and for all. So let's talk to the electorate. What should they be doing now as to prepare for Saturday?
I think it's Nigerians should recognize that our country is all that we have, and that Saturday presents an opportunity that would determine the future of our country. I was saying to myself, let us speak about the number of votes cast either which way, rather than the number of body bags. All right? And so everybody must ensure that the history of these elections will be about the votes, not the body bags. Okay, so as a Nigerian, I will make every effort to go, cast my vote, and just follow the rules. That's what everybody should do. And as much as possible, if enough of us insist in our different polling centers, it will be difficult for the bad guys to overturn that many, polling centers as to adversely affect the results at the end of the day. And from what the INEC gentleman has said, I think that from what we can see and from what he has said, you could say they've done their bit. It's now left for us, the political parties, and the security forces to ensure that everybody does their own part so that collectively we can deliver, this election successfully.
Mr. Obani?
And let me talk to the bad guys, those who want to go and cause mayhem and unleash violence. It's not necessary. We will account for whatever we have done here on earth, but it's also critical that we get our country running again. Let's get the issue of leadership sorted out to electoral process. Let it be free, fair, and credible. And we have a role to play. History will record our own part we have played as a citizen. So I plead with all Nigerians to be alert. Also insist on your right. If somebody is trying to ask you to pay a certain amount of money for something that is, not supposed to be normal, you say no. This is not, put up an argument and let other people come and hear your argument and all that. So I think everyone must be alert. And then those who want to go and cause mayhem during the electoral time, please advise them not to. Let's get our country working again. We admire what happens in Europe. We admire what happens in America. Why can't those things happen here? It's in our hands to get Nigeria running again, and we can do it. Yes, we can. So I plead with them, let there be peace on Saturday. Let
Mr.
the
Bani,
Nigerians determine the electoral fortune of our leaders.
let me just play devil's advocate. People have been asked to pay at the point of registration.
Yes.
They've been asked to pay at the point of collecting PVCs.
Yes, yes.
Suppose they're asked to pay at the point of voting. What should they do?
No, reject it. It's your right to vote. It's a constitutional right. So nobody should ask you to pay for anything that is free. It's free. So insist that this is wrong. And I think, as I said earlier, the thing we rise on our hand, as my brother has rightly pointed out, we can make this country better by doing the right thing, knowing the right in the first place, know you are right, and say it is your right to vote. And they allow me not to pay any money in order to vote. And then get our leaders that can make this country running again. That is my right.
Honorua, is there any way to console those who actually want to go out to vote, who haven't been able to collect their PVCs and therefore are unable to vote on Saturday?
Before you answer it, here, see this person, someone like this. Naji says, in 2015, I registered twice. But according to INEC at Ejigbo LCDA, they told me the PVC didn't come out each time I go for collection. So obviously, till now, he hasn't.
I think at this stage, one can only appeal to them that the bigger picture, all right? So I don't have a chance to vote. I mustn't be a spoil sport.
That's right.
So whatever I can do to ensure that those who can vote are able to vote is what I should do. That's right. You know, so it's unfortunate, it's painful, but that's life. So you must look at, you know, I was saying to somebody yes, that, you know, you have the progressives, the conservatives. You also have now what I call the self-centralism. That's the new political ideology in Nigeria. It's called self-centralism. People must not only think of themselves. You must look at the bigger picture. Yes, and see what is in the best interest of Nigeria. Yeah.
I think that's the way to go. Let's think about national interest above our personal interest. And let's, as I said earlier, let's get this country running again. The world is watching us. If on 16th of February, we manage as a nation to conduct a free, fair, and credible election, it is thumbs up for Nigeria. For Nigeria, you know, and they begin to respect us. You know, so we can do it. Other African countries have been able to do it. Why can't Nigeria? I think we can get it right, you know, on 16th and 2nd of March.
Well, Festus says, at last it's time for our general elections when projections will give way to real votes. I beg all registered voters to have confidence to go out and vote.
That's right.
No voter should say, I don't care.
Yeah, I agree with him.
So some quick information here. This is according to INEC. About 1,000 senatorial candidates, 2,600 House of Representatives candidates vying to represent 109 senatorial districts and 360 federal constituencies respectively. 14,000 candidates will be vying for 991 state constituency seats. This is from INEC here. About 35 candidates vying for the presidential seat. The elections expected to take place in 120 locations, and according to Mr. Igini, if any polling units has more than 1,000 people registered, they'll give you a voting point somewhere close by so that there's no cluster anywhere, so there are no new polling units. Also, everyone should go out there and conduct themselves according to the laws, everyone, and insist on the right thing to do. That's coming from Mr. Guinea. Then don't be apathetical. But we do have some mails that are coming in. Hello.
Yes, Lushala Adeyemo says, INEC can actually conduct free, fair, and credible elections without politicians' interference. INEC and the security agencies, especially the police, says Shola, should be apolitical in discharging their duties and act well according to their professions.
I agree with him.
Okay. Dakpo says the leadership of most organizations, including INEC, are playing ostriches. They get what people are saying, but they fail to do something about it. What stops them from carrying out sting operations in some areas? That's from Dakpo. We do have another one from Cyril, but there is no time to do that, Alera.
We've got to just say thank you to Norua Edokpolo, development consultant.
My pleasure.
And Onyekachi Ubani, a legal practitioner, for coming to share your insight with us this morning.
Thank you.
And I hope that you're going out next Saturday to vote.
Oh, yes.
And I hope that you all at home will also go out next weekend to vote.
Please, if you have to go from where you're leaving to somewhere close by, leave earlier. I think the restriction begins at 8 o'clock. Have your permanent voter's card, have your ID card, and say exactly where you're going to. The security will not stop you if you're going to vote. But leave early. Thank you.
Samraj will return in just a moment with another interesting conversation. See you soon.